We're now on the 8 note away minor 6. This 6 representing the 6th position in our scale. This 8 representing the half steps from the root note, in our case, the A note. Noting that the minor 6 is going to be different than on the major scale, as we would expect, because most of the minors from the major scale will be flattened, taking one step back, in this case from a 9 note away major 6 to an 8 note away minor 6. Now we're also looking at the 6, which is an even position in our scale. Therefore, when I do a chord construction, I'm going to have to name it something different, because we take the 1, the 3, the 5, the 7, that's the last note, and then we have to go around the horn again, the 9 being equivalent to the 2, the 11 being equivalent to the 4, the 13 then being equivalent to the 6. So we could call this then the 8 note away minor 6 or 8 note away minor 13 from a chord construction standpoint. Okay, so we're on our A. We're going to be going above it. Therefore, to find the 8 note away minor 6 or 8 note away minor 13, we have to take the inverse distance. Well, let's go this way. If I go on the same string, then I would go 8 notes up this way, but that would be quite far. So if I take this string, wrap it around in a circle, and then think of it as like a clock, and going one way around the circle would be 8 notes. I want to go the other way. Behind it then would be 12 minus 8, the inverse distance, which would be 4 notes. A 4 note away distance would be a major third. So the inverse of a minor is a major. The inverse of a 8 note away minor 6 will therefore be a 4 note away major third. So if I go 4 notes back, 1, 2, 3, 4, we're on that F. If I counted out from this A, 1, 2, 3, 4, if I went from the A to the F, that would be a 4 note away minor third. If I go from the F to the A, it would be a 4 note away minor third. If I go from the A to the F, it would be an 8 note away minor 6. Okay, now let's go above it. So I have to take the inverse distance once again. So I'm looking for an 8 note away minor 6 or 8 note away minor 13. If I go 12 minus 8 is a distance of 4. So 12 minus 8 is going to be a distance of 4. I'm looking for the F right there. Okay, so that means that if I go up between these strings, going up this way would be a distance of 5, and then would be a distance of 5 and then 4. Okay, I'm trying to think about my color scheme. I'm using this orange one. So let's count it up this way. If I'm on this A, distance of 5 and then back to 4. So from F to A, wait a second, that don't sound right. From here to 4, and it would be this way. Boom, 4. Man, got to get back, and the joke kind of threw me off here. So from F to A would then be a 4 note away major third from F to A. From A to F, therefore, would be an 8 note away minor 6. So if I go up one string, the 8 note away minor 6 will be 1 fret forward unless I cross the fault line, which would happen only on the B string. So if I was on this B string, it would be right here. So the idea would be, if I go up one string, the 8 note away minor 6, which could also be called the 8 note away minor 13, will be 1 fret forward unless I cross the fault line, which would only happen on this B string. This tectonic plate then shifting to the left, bringing from my vantage point this note this way, so it brings it back, right? So now I'm going to say if I go so if I go up one string and cross the fault line, the 8 note away minor 6, which could also be called the 8 note away minor 13, will be on the same fret. Okay, so then let's go up 2 frets and go out to here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I go up 2 strings and cross the fault line, looking for the 8 note away minor 6 or 8 note away minor 13, 12 minus 8 will be a distance of 4. So I've got 5 going between these 2 strings. This fault line moved to the left, so I have to go this way to get to 10, and then this way will bring me back towards 0. So I'm going to say that's negative 10, negative 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 to get to that F. So if I count it out this way, I'm looking for a distance of 4. So I'm going to say 5, and then this tectonic plate shifted, so 10. So negative 10, negative 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. There's my F up here. So from this fret 10, top to bottom would be a 4 note away major third, bottom to top, therefore would be an 8 note away minor 6 or 8 note away minor 13. Therefore, if I go up 2 frets and cross the fault line, the 8 note away minor 6 or minor 13 will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 frets forward. I wouldn't cross the fault line though if I started on the G or the D string. So if I was on this A and I go up 2 strings, it would be out here 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, a distance of 6 frets, which means it would also be 6 frets back. That's right in the middle. So the general rule is if I go up 2 strings, the 8 note away minor 6 will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 frets forward unless I cross the fault line, in which case if I look at this as my root and I'm going upwards to cross the fault line, which means that I'm looking at this continent moving to the left, bringing it closer. Therefore, if I go up 2 strings and cross the fault line, the 6 note away minor 6, which could also be called the minor 13, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 frets forward. All right, let's go up to the next one. Next one. And we're going to go up to here. So now I'm going to say, okay, I'm going up 3 strings, looking for the 6 note away minor 6 or 13. And I have to look for the inverse distance, which is 12. The 8 note away minor 6 or minor 13. I have to look for the inverse distance, which is 12 minus 8, which is 4. Hopefully I didn't say that wrong for too long or confuse too many people with. So we're going to say above it then is going to be a distance of 5. This whole fault line shifted to the left, so I have to go this way to get to 10 and then 15. There's only 12 notes in the musical alphabet. So I'm going to say, so wait a sec, something went wrong here. So I'm looking at this F, and let me do that again. I've got 5, 10, and then 15. 15 minus 12 is -3, and then 4. That makes sense, right? So then if I do it this way, it's going to be 5, and then this shifted this way, so 10, 15. 15 minus 12 is -3, and then 4. So there's my F. So from this F to that A would then be a 4 note away major third. From this A to the F, therefore, would be an 8 note away minor 6 or minor 13. That means if I go up 3 strings, the 8 note away minor 6 or 13 will be 2 frets back if I cross the fault line, but I wouldn't cross the fault line if I started on the G string. So if I was on like this A, I can't do that A because I can't see it. So I have to go to this A, there's the A, and I go up 3 strings, then I'm looking for the F. It'd be right there. Actually, I could see it right here. What am I doing? It would be right there, A to the F. Boom. Let's do that. It's easier to see. So the general rule is if I go up 3 strings, then the 8 note away minor 6 or minor 13 will be 1 fret back unless I cross the fault line, in which case if this is my root, then this tectonic plate shifted to the left, making the distance greater. So that means that if I go up 3 strings and cross the fault line, the 8 note away minor 6, which could also be the minor 13, is 2 frets back. Okay, so then let's go to the next one. And we're going to go to the one up here. Okay, so now I'm going up 4 strings, which means I'm always going to cross the fault line because I can't go up 4 strings without crossing the fault line. Looking for the 8 note away minor 6 or minor 13, 8 note away minor 6. I'm just trying to think in my mind, you know, if I'm looking at this string and I'm looking at it from the bottom string, what would be my cheating method to kind of do that a little bit more easily? I could say, well, this string is the same as this string up top. So whenever I'm looking at this string, it might be easier oftentimes to say, well, the same note is on top. These 2 strings are the same, and then measure it going down instead of going up, right? So then I can say, well, these 2 notes, so if I'm trying to find this one right here, it might be easier for me to say, well, let's measure it from this A because I know these strings are the same, right? I could do that all the time with other octaves as well, but I just want to point that up with this particular string. It might be the easiest way to go, right? And then I'd say, well, now I don't need to look for the inverse distance. I can just look for the distance of 8 because it's an 8 note away minor 6 or 13, which would be 5, 6, 7, 8, right? Or I can count it up this way which looks for the inverse distance. So I'm looking for an 8 note away minor 6 or 13, and therefore I have to take 12 minus 8, which would be a distance of 4, which would be 5. This tectonic plate shifted to the left, so 10, 15, 15 minus 12 is negative 3, plus another 5 would be a negative 8, and then negative 7, 6, 5, 4. So let's do it from here. So we've got negative 5, and then this plate shifted that way, so negative 10, negative 15. 15 minus 12 is negative 3, plus another 5 is going to be a negative 8. And then I go negative 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. So this F right there. So from this F to the A would be a 4 note away major third. Therefore, from the A to the F would be a 8 note away minor 6. So that means if I go up 4 strings, I will always cross the fault line. Therefore, the 8 note away minor 6 or minor 13 will always be 3 frets forward. All right, let's go to the top string. Top string, 1, 2, 3, 4 back. So once again, I would probably do my cheating method there, or my shortcut method, which would be, let's find it on the same string. I'm looking for an 8 note away minor 6 or minor 13. So I can look for a distance of 8 this way, or I can go to the shorter distance behind it, inverse distance 12 minus 8, which is 4. 4 notes back, 4 frets back would be here, and that would be the same on the top then. That's one way I can think of it, but let's count it out. I'm looking for the inverse distance of an 8 note away minor 6 or minor 13. 12 minus 8 is a distance of 4. So I have 5 here. This fault line shifted to the left, so 10 here. 15, bringing it down. 15 minus 12 is going to be 8, plus another 5. It gives me 3, plus another 5. I'm going to say negative 8. And then this is the only time I have to add another 5, which would bring me from 8 to 13. 13 minus 12 is negative 1, negative 2, 3, 4. Just there it is. So let's try to count it out from here just for practice. 5, this shift this way, so 10, 15, 15 minus 12 is negative 3, plus another 5 is 8, plus another 5 is 13, 13 minus 12 is negative 1, negative 1, 2, 3, 4. So from this F to the A would be a 4 note away major third. From the A to the F, therefore, would be an 8 note away minor 6. So if I go up 5 strings, I would always cross the fault line, which means the 8 note away minor 6 or minor 13 will always be 1, 2, 3, 4 frets back.